Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, October 19, 2016, 12:29 a.m. Birmingham. And topic, I have multiple just headlines here. And you all remember Russ Dizdar. Okay, he's the guy that's the mass awakening, or the black awakening that he calls it. And this massive underground of evil beings that are being created and made over and over and over to look like us. And that they have succeeded in making a large number. And each of these things have anywhere from one to up to 8 personalities, or not 8, he said 4 personalities. And the reason is it started back in, say, with my grandmother, her, and then my father, then me, and then my child, and then my grandchild. So 5 to maybe 6 lines of people there, and you don't know which ones have that blood in them, because he says a number of them started back. That was Hitler's pet project, a super soldier army. That's what started it, and it continued. And this is why they take sperm from men, and the eggs or whatever from the woman, and she grows them so big, then they come back and take them. He said, this is not a joke. Now, one thing, he said up to 50 million. Now, he's talking about our country. And he said there in every state, he said they have 53,000 temples or churches or locations in this state where they have each week an event on the year's calendar. Each week they have an event. And he also talked about the one Bohemian Grove in California. He said there's no such thing as a mock sacrifice. He said they're killing people over there. And he said, and most presidents have been, numbers of Congress, Senate, numbers of the high rollers, the Bill Gates, the money people, and numbers of people that own or head large corporations. He said they've all been there. And he just said one thing. He said, I'm still at a loss at who is the one that's getting these people there to have that sacrifice and to watch them kill someone. Okay, that's one subject. Again, that was on Russ Dizdar, and he again was on the Josh Tolley show, and I'll put the date down. I believe that show was yesterday. So it was recently. Now, also, I'm going to save the best or the worst for last. Alex Jones, he's been really going at it. Someone has called him and has been on the phone with him multiple times, and they've talked, and it's been on the show that Alex Jones is saying something's going wrong. Something's going on as well with Hillary Clinton. Said that she will end up moving aside and let. Now, how in the world this can happen when people asked that question and the answer that came said that they could legally do it? Well, Hillary wants Michelle Obama to take her place. I had to laugh. I mean, that's so stupid. And so these things are going on. right now, today, and we know the end times are going to be bad. I mean, we've known it, we know it, and it's going to be far worse than anyone thinks. Russ said that the Bible talks about that, and even points out, as I mentioned in a blog just a few ago, that the tribulation period, the 7 years, is going to be far worse than anything that's ever been and ever will be. It's clearly laid out in the Bible, in the book of Revelations, about the end times. So, I'm saving the best. Well, this is not quite the last, but Satan again, he came down prior to the Watchers, Mount Hermon. That's where he came down. And his goal was not to mess around with women. However, there is an Antichrist. Who is the Antichrist? I heard today for the very first time that the Antichrist is called the son of Satan. So if Satan has to give that one power and make the image move, but I don't believe this is the image. The image that moves is going to be the false prophet, or the false prophet will cause an image to move that you're worshiping. But they did say, and I've got to go back and I've got to look into that, because now I've got my curiosity up. Does Satan have a son that is the Antichrist? If he does, he apparently is probably close to being made known. Okay, here's my biggest. Just day before yesterday, this was announced. What does the Bible say about he who adds to the words of this book? I will add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And he who takes away the words of this book, I will take away his name that is written in the book of life. God made it clear, you do not screw with the Holy Bible. It is true, it is accurate, it is up to date, it's where it should be. But yesterday, the Pope announced that he just added a book, a canonized book, to the Bible. Unless he took Enoch and added that, which I would almost agree, because Jesus quoted out of Enoch. But if the Pope put a book, added a book, and called it canonized, meaning it is part of the Word of God and it belongs in the Bible, then I would have a really, really reluctancy to believe anything that it said if it should come up. Now, you probably won't see it go in a Bible like King James, but you may indeed see it go into something that the Pope has. I don't know yet what it is, but that happened yesterday. He announced that. That one, my friend, that sends Pope on a one-way trip to hell. Jody Wolf Expoz.